break down some of y'all, right? I know I have talked about this before, about me just doing my little bid in prison and just coming home. You know what I'm saying? But I never explained the situation, how long I've been gone. Well, I have said how long I've been gone, but the situation and me coming home, a lot of this and that. But now, of course, again, I'm going to say that I just did 19 years in prison for murder. I did 16 years day for day, but I did 3 years prior to that on the same charge. So I did 3 years, came home, got locked right back up, and did 16 years day for day. So I did 19 years for murder. I came home on house arrest. I stayed on house arrest for a year. I recently just got off house arrest last year in July. But now, I'm finna break it down to y'all, because this is what it's about. Me coming home and trying to adapt to society and do the right thing. So, by me coming home, and I'm from Montgomery, Alabama, you know, in the living situation down here, it's really fucked up. Trying to find a job, trying to stay on the straight and narrow, do the right thing, prevent from going back to jail, whether it's a misdemeanor or felony, whether it's the city jail, county jail, prison, etc., whatever it is. Just trying to live right, be a righteous and just person. Okay, the cost of living down here, it's not as high because it's in Alabama, of course, pertaining versus other states and cities. But our minimum wage down here, it's like, it ain't even $10 yet. It ain't even $10, but I'm finna break this down to you. Okay, I come home trying to do the right thing, get a job. You know, I never had a driver's license. I get my driver's license. I dropped out of school in the 8th grade. I come home, I get my GED. All right, I never had life insurance. I never had car insurance. None of that. But now, on the job, until I'm just gonna break this down. I ain't saying that this everything right here is accurate, but I'm just gonna give you a description. Okay, just say on my job, I get paid $14.45 an hour. I work 40 hours mandatorily every week, 10-hour shift, 4 days a week. Okay, I bring home after taxes $1,612. Okay, just say my rent is $700 for a 3-bedroom. My lights, my utilities every month, lights $125, gas $95, water $125, life insurance $15 every week. That bring $60 a month. Medical insurance $15 a week, $60 a month. Car insurance $135 a month. Phone bill $67 a month. Child support $150 a month. Keep in mind, I make $1,600 monthly after taxes. I get paid every other week, not weekly, not monthly, every other week. Every other week, I gross $806 after taxes. That's $1,600. I bring home $1,500 and some change a month. My check is $1,612 a month. All these expenses, it doesn't include me eating. It doesn't include gas in my car. It doesn't include whether or not I have to make an errand, go here, go there. You know what I'm saying? I have family. Ain't no telling who else I have to help. Just look, you know what I'm saying? I might have to cut the grass, or maintenance might need done to my car. Maintenance might need done inside the house. Keep in mind, $1,600 a month after taxes. These expenses have tallied up to $1,500 and some change. How the fuck do you expect for me to live out here without losing my mind, trying to adapt to society, to keep from going back to prison, not selling drugs, not robbing, not stealing, things of these natures? And they want us to walk the straight and narrow. And first and foremost, the only reason I got a job is because I knew somebody that knew somebody. So if you don't know somebody in higher places willing to do things to help you in your situation, then it's gonna be hard. Upon leaving prison, they give you a list of occupations that hire ex-felons. I went to every single job site upon me coming home. Now keep in mind, when I came home on house arrest, I couldn't get a job until I was in my 3rd stage of house arrest. That means I had to go to every class, I had to complete every course, I had to obey the rules, of course. I had to be approved and accepted by my parole officer before I was even able to make it to the 3rd phase to get a job. So after 5 months of me being home, I couldn't even work. I couldn't even get a job until I made it to the 3rd phase. And you have to be on house arrest. I had to be on house arrest for a year. But I had to complete 6 months of my phase before I was even entitled to do anything without their permission. And like I said, upon leaving prison, they give you a list of occupations, a list of jobs that hire ex-felons. Every job on that list turned me down. Every job on that list closed the door in my face. They said my background was too fucked up for me to work for their establishment. Temp services and all. Temp services have denied me. The only reason I got a job is because of other people that I knew. If it wasn't for those folks, I wouldn't have a job. I'll be out here jobless. Then to get a raise, you have to be on your job for so long. You have to work a certain way. You have to talk a certain way. You have to act a certain way. My attendance on the job is great. I never went to work late. I never complained about the work that I do. I work hard as fuck. These hands, these motherfuckers are working hands. They don't play. I get the job done. They don't care about your work ethics. They don't care about your skill set. Your skill set ain't gonna get you hired. Hard as you work, it's not gonna get you hired. Not in Montgomery, Alabama. They don't wanna give you a raise. They don't wanna give you a promotion. Furthermore, they don't even wanna give you a job. Not with a face like this, not looking like me. You look like me, you trouble. They automatically judge you because of your appearance. Then when I pull up at a job interview, I dress to impress. I don't go in there looking like a gangster. I don't go in there looking like a thug. I look good and smell good. Plus I got my GED. Plus I came home and got an education. Plus I came home and completed every course that they took me through. I did everything that I was supposed to do. And now I could barely make it. I'm struggling out here. See, these are the type of things people do not talk about. So I get on the internet and I bullshit, la, this and that. I'm not even a good content creator. Because a lot of times I'm saying things repetitively. Because I be fumbling on my words and I be trying to make this shit sound like this, make it make sense. But these are the things that don't nobody want to talk about. Everybody out here rich. Everybody out here balling. Ain't nobody struggling. Ain't nobody having a hard time. Everybody got it easy. Everybody is fed off a silver spoon. This is the picture that they paint to society. They talk about mental health, but they ain't talking about the things that going on inside of a mind, inside of the mind of a person with a mental problem. I'm mentally unstable. I'm fucked up in the head. Then I get on my knees and I pray. I pray to God faithfully. If it wasn't for God, I've been exploded like a volcano. I'm holding on by a thread out here. Even with the help of my sister, even with the help of my cousin, I'm holding on by a thread out here because it's only so much that I can lean on them for. See, I might talk that shit, but this shit real out here. I'm trying to show the internet what's really going on because it's other people that dealing with it, but they don't talk about it. Because all they see is what's going on. Everybody flashing money. Everybody got on big jewelry. Everybody got on big cars. But I'm going to tell you the truth. Those cars y'all be seeing folk, and I ain't hating on nobody. But people are scared to express what goes on inside. And a lot of time, those big cars, get where you see them at after a few months. Back at the car dealership with them same rims and can of paint that they done paid to put on them cars. They haven't even paid for the cars. Them folk come and repo them cars. So y'all stop being fooled by the shit that you see, because everything that you see is not real. Half of the time, that shit be a delusion. But it ain't about that. I ain't stepping on no toe. I ain't hating on nobody. I ain't trying to knock nobody. I'm telling you how hard it is out here in society to adapt when you done did 19 years in prison.